All right, Form C of the Class A pre-trip. We have our header of the trailer. It's properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken. We have our clearance lights up top. It's properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken. Clean, proper color amber. We have the entire side of the trailer, properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken. We have 50% DOT tape running down the entire side of the trailer. Next, we come down to our landing gear. Landing gear is properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken. The feet go up and down freely. The crank handle is properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken, and safely stored in the lock position. So we come down the trailer, look underneath. We have our cross members and floor down the entire length of the trailer. It's properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken. Next, we have our turn signal, marker light, and four-way hazard light. It's properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken. Clean, amber in color. Underneath, we have our air hoses. Properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken. No cuts, bumps, or abrasions, and not leaking. Come on down to the trailer, rear the tandems. We have our frame and tandems here. They're properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken. We have the locking pins. They're both properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken. They're in the lock position. We have our tandem release arm. It's properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken. Straight, not bent, and it's also in the lock position. Next, we come underneath. And we start with our air hoses and lines. They're both properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken. No cuts, bumps, or abrasion, and they're not leaking. We have our brake chamber, properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken, and it's also not leaking. Next, behind the brake chamber, we have our slack adjuster and push rod. They're both properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken, straight, not bent. And when the slack adjuster is pulled by hand, you should have no more than 1 inch of play. So we go up. We have our shock absorber. It's properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken. It's secured by nuts, bolts, and rubber bushings at the top and the bottom as well. And it's not leaking. We have our airbag. Our airbag is properly secured with upper and lower support. They're both properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken. The airbag itself is properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken, and it's not leaking. And it also has no cuts, bumps, or abrasions. Next, we come to our brake drum. Our brake drum is properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken, and free of oil, grease, and debris. We have our brake shoes. They're properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken. They're also free of oil, grease, and debris, and has at least a 1/4 inch of pad. Next, we come around to our frame bracket. It's properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken. Then we have our control arm, properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken. And as you can see, there are no U-bolts. Next, we come to our butt rims. They're properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken. There's no gap between the rims. They're touching. Also, there's no object between the tires, and the tires are not rubbing. If there are any objects between the tires, you will remove it with a tool and not by hand. We go to our tires. Inner, outer, inner, outer, and the face of the tires are properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken, has no cuts, bumps, abrasion, and not leaking. Also, our tread is evenly worn and has at least 230 seconds of tread depth. We move to our rim. Our rim is properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken, free of any welds. We have our lug nuts. They're all present and tight. If they were loose, you'll see rust trails or shiny metal. Then we have our axle seal. It's properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken, and is not leaking. We have our valve stem for the outer rim, and as you can see, the inner rim. They're both properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken, straight, not bent, not leaking, and has a metal cap. And this is where we'll check our tire pressure with a tire gauge. Proceed on to the back. We have our mud flap or splash guard. It's properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken. No cuts, rips, or frays. We have our ABS light, properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken. Clean, proper color amber. We have our rear side marker light. It's properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken. It's clean and proper color red. We proceed to the rear of the vehicle. Start up top. We have our clearance lights. They're all properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken. Clean, proper color red. Next, we go to our door. Our door is properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken. This is a roll door, and both cables are properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken, and has the proper tension. We also have our lock and handle, properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken. The door opens and closes properly and locks back. So we step back. We have our tail lights, brake lights, four-way flashers, and turn signals. They're properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken. Clean, proper color red. Next, we have our license plate light, which is located right under the license plate here. It's properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken. Clean, proper color clear or white. And a final step back, as you can see, we have 100% DOT tape going across the door and the DOT bumper. And that bumper is properly secured, not cracked, damaged, or broken. And that concludes Form C.